Good morning, afternoon, evening. I am just walking up the hard shoulder of a steep hill climb somewhere on the island of Shikoku. Oh man, what a day. But first, I left you last night saying that I had one gorgeously relaxing evening ahead in the guest house on Shodo Island. Didn't turn out that way. Here's what happened. Oh, major change of affairs. About half an hour ago, I was washing my clothes after a long day, zooming around Shodo Island, thinking, oh, restful evening ahead. I had a slightly restful morning because I've got a ferry which leaves at 9:30. Then I checked the ferry schedule and realised that it doesn't leave until 11:15, doesn't get into Takamatsu on the mainland, or rather on Shikoku all the way over there, until 12:30, which only gives me about 3, maybe 4 maximum hours of riding tomorrow. At the same time, I get an email from James from inside Japan who said 5th of December you have to be at the Ryokan on Miyajima Island, otherwise the owners won't be happy. That's about 200 kilometers away, which means kind of 2 days to do 200k. It's not going to happen, especially with this ferry being delayed. So about turn, I apologise to the guy in the guest house where I've just stayed, and now I'm next to this weird spinning lizard watching the sun go down, drying my clothes, and I'm about to book a hotel in Takamatsu at the other end so I don't get left stranded when I get there. Here we go again. Takamatsu. Konnichiwa.
Bicycle?
With the bicycle, yes.
Oh.
Scooter.
Ah!
So all of a sudden I found myself on another ferry. I love the Japanese ferries, they're all totally empty and comfortable. It arrived into Takamatsu after dark and I got off the ferry and swiftly a bolt came loose on Swifty. So I spent 20 minutes in the dark fixing that and then travelled a couple of miles, was met by a guy named Takeshi, whose castle in this case was called the Wakabaya guest house, and that was really nice too. Takeshi and I had some tea, looked at some maps, and then I went straight to bed and then woke up this morning, said goodbye to Takeshi and his young son, and also a Frenchman named Florence, who is walking the 88 temple pilgrimage in Shikoku. Really nice guy. I had a mission today, spurred on by the kind offer of accommodation on Miyajima Island near Hiroshima in 2 days' time from James of Inside Japan. I needed to cover the best part of 200 kilometers in 2.5 days. Bear in mind my biggest day so far before today has been 80 kilometers and average is kind of 55. So challenge on. And I've just been gunning it today. I've been aiming for a 10 kilometer average every hour. So starting with 10 kilometers by 9, then up to 20 by 10, and that includes breaks and fixes and all of this stuff. Man, most of it has just been along horrible, bumpy, potholed, pebble covered, narrow, scratchy pavements, and it just hasn't been much fun at all. It definitely hasn't been the most inspiring day of this trip. You know those times when you really want to make some miles and there's always just things that get in the way. Konnichiwa! It's been very either commercial or industrial, and even when there's been a good view, there's been some telegraph wires in the way. I've only filmed the essentials. You might remember a couple of days ago, the front rack broke on Swifty, but today, further calamity struck. Oh, I guess it was going to happen sooner or later. The pathways today have just been horrible, but this was craftily engineered so my Ortlieb panniers can just hang off the rack, and one just really horrible pothole later, well, after 7,000 today, it's sheared, which means I now have 1 bar and 2 bags. This one I don't think can be fixed by gaffer tape. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Well, it's not the end of the world. I'll get to the end of today and see what my gaffer tape can do. Although I've got room on the top of the front rack for one pannier if the other one goes, which is a possibility, then I'm in the shtuck. Considering we didn't have any time to test these brand new pannier racks, which the guys from Swifty awesomely knocked up last minute. They've held out so well. I've covered over 550 miles now. Oh man, look at this view. Oh, that's beautiful. They've done really well to last this long, but the fact that I've got another 450 minimum miles to go doesn't bode too well, especially if the other one goes. So I can't stop the vibrations from the road through Swifty, and this is all part of the adventure. I have to roll with the punches, and I'll continue to do so. And in the meantime, I am making ground solidly, pinching as much light as I can today, and I'll do the same tomorrow to make sure that I can get to just a lovely hotel with onsens, hot spring baths, and have a day off for the first time since I was snowed in Kizo. Man, this is day 17 and Tokyo feels like it's a long, long way away now. Whew, so much has happened. Amazing. Right, signing out from a breathless hill climb. 85.5 kilometers down today. Woohoo, that's over 50 miles. Love it. I'm gonna leave you with this view. Amazing. Big hugs.